All right. Look, we're doing it live. We're doing it live. What is up, everybody? We're going to talk about, you know, community hierarchy, Cyberpunk 2077 hype. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff too. I got a fun little thing that I kind of stolen off of Twitter that I'd like to do here. A bunch of it we're going to go on with. Let's get into it. Thank you very much for joining us for this episode of Stadia Live Session featuring your boy MM2K. Glad to see everybody here. We already got some crazy participation in the chat. Oh no! Oh my! The homie Amunar already. Goodness gracious. Thank you, brother. Thank you. He says with the $20. And yes, you see this right. he leapfrogged my announcement that I was going to get into today. But brother Amunar with the $20 super chat says PlayStation 5 and Xbox One Series X are blowing Stadia out of the water. Consoles will be king for the next 6 years. Oh, congratulations on finally getting to 1,000 subscribers. Hey, yo, Amunar, do not make me wish that I never activated this. that's my homie, man. Shout out to Amunar. See, this is a great segue into what I'm going to talk about, this whole community hierarchy thing. I got some other things to take care of. Amunar leapfrogged me on this announcement. Shout out to him. But I'm a shout out to hey, Amunar, do not make me wish that I did not activate this. Dosage says savage. Oh man, you got me busted already, bro. That's my bro. But shout out to Charles Rand. He said, hey, first, Charles was here first. Yes, absolutely. While I was setting up, I was like, golly. Shout out to Charles with all the hot info, man. Love you, brother. Love you. Raven Anime. We got Cloud Gamer 201. Cloud Gamer, what's going on, brother? Hope all is well. Hope you enjoying your gift card. Cloud Gamer 201 was the winner of the $30 gift card that we gave away on SML podcast this past Saturday on Storm's channel. Definitely check it out. It was a great thing, man. Definitely. Thank you for your support, Cloud Gamer 201. We got that sneaky Ray Sherrod in the house. We got to watch out for that guy. Let me see who else we got in here. We got Zajic in the house. Yep. What's going on, Zajic? Good to see you, brother. Hey, man, Zajic. Bro, we're going to have to talk about what they doing to our boy Maurice Crump, man, and some of these martial artists out here. A lot of these shows are doo-doo soup, as I like to call it, man. And we got there's a lot of martial art talent out there, man. And that jujitsu, oh my dear Lord. Help us, please. Oh, we're going to talk about it, Zajic. Me and you got to get together one day and break that all down. Raven Anime in the house. Shout out to the homie Chase. He says, good morning, MM. Good to see you, my good brother. Yeah, that damn ambulance. Hey, Chase, I appreciate it, but hold the celebrations. I'm going to get into it. See, Amunar busted up my whole whoop to do. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of... It's some crazy stuff going on. We're kind of not there yet, but I'll get into it. Ray Sherrod, yeah, hold on, my peoples. We're kind of there. We're not there yet. I appreciate it though, but don't, we're gonna celebrate in due time. He says, looking forward to Cyberpunk. I want to see what Prime Game does for Cyberpunk. That is a dope shout. I definitely want to see that too. They've been good at offering loot for new games and all the other good stuff. And shout out to the homie JD in the house. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, let me do this real quick because you know how I do. I like to let everybody know that we're live. So I'm going to Discord right now. I'm hitting everybody up on Discord, letting them know that we are live, so they can join us for Stadia Live Session. We haven't done one of these in a while. I think the last one we did was in November. I was doing these like every other day. But was working on some things behind the scenes. And I'll definitely explain and get into all that shortly. But I think everybody's warm welcomes, but just hold the celebrations for a moment where it's not all said and done yet. And I know that sounds weird, but I will explain. But we're letting everybody know that we're live. I also want to go here. Let's let Stadia Dosage know. Let everybody know that we are live. All right. Whoops. That's not how it goes. Okay. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. We go back over here. And then we close out Discord. And then we open this up. Oh, that damn Amador, man. He busted my chops, bro. Oh man, I need to give you your $20 back for that. I should be super paying you for that one, bro. You done busted me up, man. That was a good one. Shout out. But that's why I love you guys, man. I'm gonna get into it. This is why it's important to have these community talks. It's not to beat anybody down. It's just like, it's what I can do to try to put things in proper perspective. I'm not going to pretend that I got all the answers. Y'all know the famous meme. You ain't got all the answers, Sway. I'm not trying to pretend that I have all the answers. I just like to present caution where I think it might be best. Don't jump into that. Don't go into that bear cave. You might get mauled if you go in that bear cave and you come out unscathed. Okay, all right. But I just wanted to, let you know there's high likelihood that you could get mauled. So this is some community things I definitely want to talk about. Before we get into all that, though, I gotta make some things right that I made wrong. MMK, Sean L in the house. What's up? What's going on, C Pro? Good to see y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for the support. Oscar G says, hey, MM, me and All Purpose Champ are organizing an event for the community. Yeah, bro, hit me up. Just hit me up on MM2K. Something funny with Stadia Dosage on Twitter. For some reason, I can't get messages. It's weird. So hit me up, MM2K, Twitter, DM me. Let me know. I'd love to participate if I can, man. Definitely. Squared. Yeah, hold the celebrations, man. I appreciate it. Love all of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Brian Aguilar, 5 seconds here. And I hear Jiu-Jitsu, MM2K is a man of culture, shows it time after time. Hey, Brian, yo, I mean, look, that movie was compromised of most of my favorite martial artists. And I keep seeing time after time, that my favorite martial art, like right now, should be the creme de la creme of martial arts movies. You have way more talent that's doing way more high impact martial arts more than you ever see. Like when the martial arts scene really started to like revitalize itself, it was like in the early 2000s with Bak, right? And with Donnie Yen with and SPL, y'all, my martial arts fiends know what I'm talking about. Bak and the Protector, Tony Jaa, and then what's my homie? Oh man, that did Fatal Contact. It was starting to really resurface. Even Kung Fu Hustle. Even Kung Fu Hustle with its silliness was starting to bring that martial arts flavor back to the mainstream, right? Or at least trying to pump some extra life into it. But now you got, and it was only like them 3, maybe 4 people that really could do that high impact stuff. Okay, no wires, you feel me? None of that stuff. It was all high impact, cutting their arms up, all that crazy stuff, right? But then now you got everybody. Now it's become the norm. Success mimics success. You got a whole bunch of people that can do that stuff. My brother Maurice Crump, then my boy Michael Jai White don't hit the fountain of youth. He can do it now. Oh my God, Scott Atkins, Johnny Nugent, and his brother Dustin. So y'all know about his brother Dustin. His brother Dustin is the real deal. What y'all need to do is whip out The Rebel. Came out in 2006. Look at The Rebel, one of the greatest martial arts movies of all times. I'm saying it right here and now. Check it out, The Rebel. I think you can go get it free on Prime Video. Write it down. Johnny Nugent and his brother Dustin. His brother Dustin Nugent is on a Cinemax series called The Warrior that's inspired by writings from Bruce Lee. If y'all ain't down with The Warrior, I need to get down. And they ain't really let Dustin Nugent go all out like that because he would outdo everybody. Dustin he's an OG martial artist out of Vietnam. That's right, y'all. You see, there's so many great martial artists right now, way more than what it was back then when at the apex of Donnie Yen and all them, and these martial art directors are cheese. They're horrible. That's the difference of leadership. That's why leadership is key. It don't matter the talent if the leadership, the people that is putting it all together, the project or the management that's putting all this stuff together, they're not in sync. See, back in the 2000s, you had Wilson Yip that worked with Donnie Yen. That's why IP Man is so great. The combination of Wilson Yip and Donnie Yen is unmatchable in martial arts movies. You had, I know I'm butchering this dude's name. I'm sorry. I apologize. Pritchard Percal. He's the guy that originally worked with Tony Jaa. That's why the original Ong Bak and the Protector was so great, right? And you had those so now, then you had Gareth Evans with The Raid. Y'all remember The Raid? Raid 1 and Raid 2, those were some great movies. But after Gareth Evans, it was like a double-edged sword. He'd opened the Pandora's box. He showed that a Westerner could make a dope martial arts movie. And now that he showed that a Westerner could do it, now you got these Westerners they're kind of cheese at it. They're poop soup. They're not good at it. And I hate to call out names, but Jesse V. Johnson, oh my gosh. That dude is like the U-Bowl of martial arts movies. Remember U-Bowl? Now I'm gonna tie it all into video games. Remember U-Bowl? U-Bowl used to be the guy that would take your favorite video games and turn them into the worst movies ever. And he kind of got booed out of the industry. Boo! They threw tomatoes and raw cabbage and all types of stuff at him and booed him out of the industry. He said, stop ruining the legacy of our games. I think he made a Far Cry movie. All his movies were horrible. And now, I think Jesse V. Johnson, I'm sorry, he is ruining the legacy of my homie Scott Adkins. I think Scott Adkins, number one, he's number one in the game right now. There's some other people that can get him, but he's whipping out so many movies. But too many of his movies are with this cat, Jesse V. Johnson. And Jesse V. Johnson is just tearing up his legacy with these horrible movies. Nonetheless, this most recent movie, Jiu-Jitsu, had so much martial arts talent. Maurice Crump, Tony Jaa, the reunification of them since Protector 2, which I think was a dope movie. And then it brought in the dude from the revitalized Kickboxer series. And that was great. But and the Kickboxer series, the ones that were just redone, they weren't bad. So it's by that same director. But he got into this mind state of doing this crazy sort of Predator meets jiu-jitsu, and then he put a Nicolas Cage. It was horrible. It was horrible, and it really did all those great actors a disservice. So shout out, hey, Duncan's in the chat. Hey, shout out to Duncan. Shout out to everybody in here. He says, didn't know Hanson was so big, the martial arts scene. All this bop. He said, who was that? Hold on, I just saw something from somebody. Oh, Oscar G says, have you seen Scott Adkins in Undisputed? They were, yeah. Now the Undisputed, that's why I said Scotty Adkins is the best right now. It's just the movies that he's whipping out with Jesse V. Johnson. I mean, I get it, he's making cake, but he's gonna have to think about his legacy because these movies is bad. But no, the Undisputed movies, oh man, woo! Undisputed 3, Oscar. Hey, look, man, this is a video game show. Let me stop because I see people leaving. They ain't ready for it, man. But yeah, but Zaja, we gonna get to. Hey, look, we got some things coming to the channel, and I'm not tossing out, a segment where we can talk about martial arts. I've always wanted to do a martial arts show. So we're gonna find some way to do it. I've been close, but people I've been working with are in different time zones. We just couldn't work it out. That's it with the martial arts stuff. All right, back to video games. I got to correct a right that I made wrong. I just wanted to make everyone aware. We are going through some changes with the channel. But the first change that happened last week. Shout out to the homie Eddie Player One, a great friend of the show and done so much with his channel, and has even helped out our channel. Eddie Player One temporarily was part of the SSC podcast. he let me know. I think he even let people know, on air in public that, this would be a temporary thing, but he wanted to help out the best way that he could because he knew that I was looking to add more talent to the show. You know what I'm saying? To get a breadth of discussion. And he's done that. He's helped take the show to new heights. So shout out to Eddie. But the temporary status of him being on SSC is over. Doesn't mean he'll never come back, y'all, but him being a regular on the show, that the last show, I think it was the show before last. So everybody give a round of applause to Eddie Player One for all of his contributions to the show. He really has helped bring that show to where it's at today, and the best of luck to him and his channel. And definitely check out his content. We'll still leave a link to his channel in the description, and there should be one even in this video as well if you want to check out Eddie Player One's content. But definitely shout out to Eddie Player One. And again, we'll see him again on SSC. I'm sure of it. And we're going to look to see if I don't know if you can replace Eddie. You can't replace Eddie, but we'll look for somebody to see if we could get his slot filled. You know what I mean? But congratulations to Eddie. Shout out to him. All right. Now, let's talk about the super chat situation here. I want to thank you guys so much for all your kind words, for all your celebrations, but and shout out to that's what I'm a Stadia guy. I'm not so much a Google person, meaning I don't have anything against Google, but I'm here for Stadia. I don't know a lot about Google because I'm not going down on them, but some Google things is a little janky. Now, we have been working very hard on this platform to get it to 1,000 subscribers. We've been working very hard to open the channel up even more because we got a lot of things on the horizon. And we noticed not too long ago that our ability to do super chats opened up. Now, knowing from what I know, you can't do super chats until you hit 1,000, right? So we said, oh, great. Okay, let's activate super chats and all the other stuff, and we'll, test it out for SLS when we do it on Monday. However, the official subscriber count keeps fluctuating in some weird type of way. It's hard for me to describe. If I try to describe it, I will take up the whole damn show. What I'm basically saying is let's hold off on 1,000 celebration right now. That's why everything isn't open yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we want to do memberships, and we got some special things going on with that one. That's why everything isn't open yet. We're working with YouTube to investigate and see what's going on, see what weird stuff is happening, see what the source of it may be. But it was just some weird fluctuation. And I said, before I went full flesh and did everything and said, hey, y'all, we're here, I said, hold on, let's just investigate. So in due time, we'll celebrate the 1,000 once we can confirm everything. But right now, let's just hold off. But what we do have is for those that wanted to make sure that they were able to participate and throw monkey wrenches in my show, like my homeboy Amwinar did. Shout out to Amwinar. Super chat is open. So if you want to give a super chat and support the channel, thank you so much. We got a lot of stuff coming in the future. I got to circle back with some people before I make an official announcement, but 2021 is going to be big. It's going to be big not only for this channel and the circle of content that is going to come with it. Pay attention to that. The circle of content that's going to come with it. Pay close attention to that. But the PNTS Network website, I know we've been talking about it for like the last 6 months, and things have just been crazy. It's been kind of difficult to finalize that and pull the lever on that, but that's going to be happening early 2021. And the things that we do for the community. The stuff that we do for the community is going to go into hyperdrive in a way that you didn't expect. Because like I've always said, this platform was not designed for me to sit here and just talk the way that I do. I love talking. Y'all can see that. I can talk all day nonstop without taking a breath. but it wasn't designed for me to do that. It was a channel that was designed for those that love this platform and what it's introducing to gaming, to talk about it and present it in different ways and fashions, and help the community broadcast their voice about what they feel about the product, and to also, lastly but definitely not least, inform the unsuspecting gamer about what this product is and what this product isn't. That's what this channel was all about. It wasn't supposed to be about MM2K 24/7. But unfortunately, a lot of the people that I podcasted with before I even made the channel, they were skeptics. They were doubtful. They didn't do the research that I did, and they were just stuck in the 5 minutes and now. And they were like, MM2K, that's cool and everything that you want to do this, but I'm just not feeling it. And I'm like, just try. Come on, let's, no, I ain't feeling it. So I had to, at first I had to, carry the channel myself. And then luckily we came across some great content creators that would show up on shows and do everything. But again, those content creators too, they got their own vision for their own platforms. You know what I'm saying? So, it took a plan. It took a real drive towards that plan. And it took a way for us to look at and say, okay, there's a lot of great talent in the community. How can we benefit them and in the long term get what we're seeking, which is a collaboration of that talent to be represented, on Stadia Dosage. And we finally come up with a formula. So as time permits, we will very soon, before the end of the year, we're going to share with you portions of what that formula is and what you guys get to look forward to in 2021. It's going to be some great stuff. It's going to be what I wanted all along. I'm definitely going to be involved. You're still going to hear a lot of MM2K, but the circle of content that we're going to be able to do, we're going to be able to present is just going to take it to a whole nother level. And it's fun. And it took a year and change, but when you stay persistent and you have a goal and you drive towards it, time is just a lane to whatever it is that you seek. That's all. All right. With that said, I want to go back to the chat real quick. Yep, congrats to Eddie, definitely. Ralph Haley said, what's going on, everybody? Hell Monkey said, what's happening, everybody? At 1,000, baby, not just yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. So I got my Game Awards co-stream kit. That's what's going on, brother. Kevin Almanazar says, what's up? Spagley says, hi to everybody. Pika says Raven Anime. We got Zajic. He got the eyes. One to escape the homie. Duncan, he says, sounds exciting. Absolutely, man. Can't wait. And Gandora says, Reddit says that Stadia are rolling out new countries today. Some new countries are already live. I already saw that. That was fantastic. I love that. All right. So we talked about Eddie Player One. I had to do him as just so much stuff going on. And I meant to say that during SSC podcast, but Clive, Ray, Storm, they just took over the show. And that's the type of stuff that I want. I don't want it to be solely about me. I get it that we have great times when we're doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still going to be visible as much as I am now. It's just that we're opening things up so you can get more of Stadia greatness. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, and we didn't give Eddie his I didn't give Eddie. It was on me. Didn't give Eddie his just due. Didn't announce that he'll no longer be a permanent member of SSC Podcast, but we definitely look forward to having him on the show in the future. And shout out to Eddie Player One. All right. Let's talk about it, y'all. Avedon, stop it. No, he didn't. Matter of fact, he's Eddie. Here comes Avedon trying to cause rifts in the Stadia community. I know you would love nothing more than that. And Stadia Pro Gaming says, man, so many awesome people in the chat. Absolutely. Eddie had reached out to me because I wanted to, to see if I could be part of his thing, but as y'all know, I couldn't even watch the thing live. I had to record it while I was watching it, and I barely got done watching it before SSC podcast. I didn't expect it to be that long, so I said, I'll just squeeze it. It'll probably be a 15-minute show, and boy, was I wrong. So I barely got in the end right before I saw SSC podcast or started SSC podcast. But I, if time would have permitted or if tasks would have permitted it, I would have been part of Eddie's stream. Shout out to him. So like I said, you'll see him back here on this channel, or you'll see me on his, whatever the case may be, whatever time permits. But definitely shout out to him. All right, now channel news. Well, no. We already talked about the channel news, so let's skip that. Community hierarchy. Let me show you something. Just make sure I get the right screen up here. All right. This is a tweet from my homeboy, Zach Laidlaw. And y'all see what it did to me. It had me bring out the TD Jakes. I said, can I get an amen? And here's what Zach had to say. He says, you do not have to do anything people on social media tell you to do. If you want to defend Stadia, do it. If you want to sit out of the fight and just play games, that's okay too. You're free to make your own decisions. Just do you to the fullest. Hashtag Team Stadia. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no control over the Cloudy Awards. But if I did, I would have tried to get this also entered into the moment of the year. I know a lot of people won't agree with me, because what a lot of people are fearful of is this evil community that that's out to kill and destroy the babies, and that's the perception that they're fearful that might be the perception that we give off. And what I say is, I think we're overthinking this. And sometimes when we overthink things and we get ourselves nervous, we inadvertently, we don't realize that we're doing this, but we're actually borderline going into the area of fear mongering. Some people do it intentionally. Some people don't do it intentionally. But you run into that gray area of fear mongering. Look, you can look at the Xbox community. The Xbox community is diverse and full of many different facets. There's the community that loves Phil. There's different sectors. It's like a college campus. There's the community that loves Phil. There's a community that's angst. There's a diehard community that hate everything. They don't. It's not that they really love Xbox, but they hate PlayStation. And I've interacted with them all. Shout out to T Reaper. This is why I don't judge people too. And I'm not saying this was okay. I'm not saying that this is what I endorse or condone. But I don't judge people, because my wife tells me all the time, if you didn't get your act together, we wouldn't be together. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't come out the cookie on the straight and narrow. You feel me? So this guy named T Reaper, he follows my content too. Might even be watching the show. T Reaper was known for urinating on the PlayStation 4. He used to do shows with the Broadband Bullies. He urinated on the PlayStation 4, burned it, all this type of crazy stuff, right? So we would like, T Reaper, why would you do something like that, right? And then as we got to know T Reaper, we realized that, and T Reaper's been open about this. T Reaper, had some things going on in his life to where we were like a family to him. And sometimes when people don't have close personal family, but you're reaching out to them, they get overzealous. They overreact. And they do things that they later wish that they could take back. And we understood that about T Reaper, and forgave his craziness. And we said, but you got to make sure you don't do this again. You know what I'm saying? And he said, okay, I get it. I got to chill. I just got besides myself. I got to chill. There's a lot of people that I don't think we don't realize that when we're connecting to over the internet, they got a lot of things going on the other side of their keyboard. And me, I'm just a sympathetic person. That's why I let people in my chat. I let people in my chat because I don't know what's going on the other side of that keyboard. Now, if you come at me and you want to go raw dog, I go raw dog with you too. But if you let your guard down and use, all right, look, man, I was just in a bad way. I can talk to you too. I am not a finger wagger. I am not one to wag the finger because, again, and again, we're on the cusp of 1,000. Maybe we're already there, or who knows? We'll find out soon enough. But just because I'm popular, in a certain sector of the gaming community, just because people say, oh, M2K, we love your content, whatever that stuff, that doesn't make me any better than anybody else. Let's just say if this channel grows to 10,000, 20, 30,000, I'm no better than anybody else. As a matter of fact, the only reason why I would be at 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 is because you guys within your own power said to me, you know what, we like your content, we're going to follow you. I'm nothing without you. And in this young gathering of this community, things are happening so rapidly, I think we're forgetting that this community and the content creators, rather, we are nothing without you. It doesn't mean that we're smarter, that we're better. It just simply means that we were bold enough, brave enough, and maybe braggadocious enough to get behind the mic and say what we feel, which in a lot of cases is what you feel, hence why you listen to us. So I brought that whole thing up about T Reaper and all that stuff is to say T Reaper did that, but that hasn't become synonymous with the whole Xbox community. Somebody can say, you know what, the Xbox community is great. They're kind of feeling they love what Phil Spencer is doing, and it's great to be part of this community. And that could be right. Someone else can hop up and say, you know what, this Xbox community, all they want to do is just hate on PlayStation and hate on Sony. They don't even play the Xbox games. They just hate. And they burn PlayStations and urinate on them. And that would be right as well. And some other people would say, you know what, the Xbox community loves Game Pass, just love playing games, loves you playing anywhere, but they just prefer Xbox. And that would be right as well. Why? Because it's a community full of diverse thoughts and diverse processes. And not one wing or not one entity that's popular in any wing of any community is given carte blanche right to go to another wing and say, stop what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think that what Zach Laidlaw had to say here is 1,000% right. I see you, Sammy, on Stadia. Thank you so much, but we're not quite there yet. The numbers is a little screwy. I was able to open super chat, so we're not going to celebrate yet, but we can guarantee it, Sammy. Be there. We're going to let it be known, but be there. But I'm thank you so much, though, for your support. We were just able to open super chat, though. But again, not one wing can come over and tell another wing what to do. I look at it like the NFL. Some teams like to pass the ball all the time. Some teams like to run the ball all the time. Some teams like to do. You can't tell nobody how to play. Now, there are some official rules that, of course, the majority of the people within the organization are going to say, you know what, that's just a little too far. But that has to be collectively agreed upon. The owner of the Cowboys can't sit there and say, you know what, I don't like this. I don't like that the hot dogs ain't from Nathan's. So no hot dogs in any, this is disgusting. No hot dogs in any stadium. No. Now, one thing that I can say that we collectively all agree on is, look, things like you know what I'm saying, uh, discriminatory things about sexual orientation, sexism, racism, religion, stuff like that isn't acceptable. I don't play that in. And I even take it a little step further. I don't deal with nobody's kids. Don't talk about nobody's kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to DDoS nobody or put their information out there in the wild. You know what I'm saying? And dox anybody either. I don't play that stuff. So I'll take it even, and don't target nobody. Like we had somebody that was targeting a content creator because the content creator blocked them, and we don't do that stuff either. But that type of stuff, I think across the board, we can say, look, this ain't right. This is symptomatic of a problem, and we don't approve of that. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. And if somebody want to consistently do that things, then you'll see the collective body of not just us, but the you guys that are listening, like, oh, this is too much, man, and back away from that. But not one single entity can hop up and say, oh, don't do that. That'll give you 5 to 10. We don't have the law books of there is no constitution of Stadia. If we as a collective feel something is an issue, then the collective can work together and say, look, this is something that we collectively, all of us in every single sector, think it's a problem. And how can we address this? And we've had conversations like that behind the scenes before. Hey, look, I feel about this. What do you guys think about it? All right. Some said I agree. Some I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? So we said, okay, well, we don't have a unified message on this. So those of us that do agree with this, we're just going to go out, be representative of us, and we're going to make this statement. And we're going to go, that's the way that you should handle things. No one entity, no even one body can speak for the whole collective. So because of that, I really do think that this message right here, closing out 2020, there has been no, but even from myself, there has been no better message in 2020. I've been part of many communities out here on Twitter. I done see the best of the communities. I've seen the worst of the communities. This is nowhere near a bad community. Nowhere near. You ain't seen nothing. Wait till Stadia is up there on the same stage as PlayStation and Xbox and even Nintendo. Those communities can get vicious. They can get vile. They have wings within those communities that can get vicious and can get vile. I know that we're small right now, so therefore it's easier for us to be interconnected. But once this thing gets popular, all you can do is establish your wing and build up on it. But trying to massively, collectively tell people what to do in a fashion that a lot of people feel like it's talking down to them is not going to do it. It's only going to isolate your wing. So again, I repeat what Zach Laidlaw had to say. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to do anything people on social media tell you to do. If you want to defend Stadia, do it. If you want to sit out on the fight and just play games, that's okay too. You're free to make your own decisions. Just do you to the fullest. Team Stadia. Now, granted, again, I'll give you another example. The PlayStation community is full of different types of perspectives. I can get up and say, and let's just say if I get up and I say the PlayStation community is great. They love RPGs and people like Tron. Shout out to Tronny. She's on the Commission podcast every Wednesday, 8 p.m. on my MM2K video channel. Check out the link below. Shameless plug. People like that. Oh man, I forgot my homie. He's on Vitamin G podcast. What's his name? Oh man. Another guy. He's on various podcasts. He's on Saltiest podcast too, I think. Kofi. Kofi's another RPG, and I'm an RPG nut. I love RPGs. Oh, excuse me. My favorite game of all times is Phantasy Star 2. I think one of the greatest RPG of all time, but here nor there. I can get up and say something like that, and that'll be true. Shout out to Eddie Player One. Eddie Player One can get up and say, you know what? The PlayStation community is full of crazy trolls that don't know how to stop. And that also can be true. Then somebody else, JD, can get up and say, you know what? The PlayStation community is full of people that appreciate VR and people like Yoshida and indie games and all other stuff. And they don't care where you play. They just want you to play games, but they prefer PlayStation. And that'll be true too. How can all three of those things occupy the same space at the same time? Because the community is diverse, is full of different wings. And again, if you have a set of beliefs of how things should operate, with your communication, that's your wing. And you can introduce and solicit your wing to people that game on Stadia. They'll either accept it or reject it. But you can't take your wing like a quilt and just try to throw it over the whole community and be like, this is how things go. It doesn't work like that. And it's never going to work like that. And all you're going to do is isolate yourself when you do things like that. So make your case for what you feel, are good things. Explain that as part of you. This is what we do over here. Like I tell y'all right now, I don't mind people being in my chat talking crap on Stadia. That's how we got Amunor in the house. Amunor dropped hey, look, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. The very first super chat on Stadia Dosage was Amunor talking trash on Stadia. Oh, no, I'm just joking. That is perfect because that's representative of my channel. Or no, it's representative of our channel. I don't care about that type of stuff. Again, please, no discriminatory things about someone's sexuality, no racist stuff, no stuff about anybody's kids. That's where I draw the line. And no targeting or harassing anybody. That's where I draw the line. And no over the top, just crazy, obscene vulgarity. I got to bleep on it, because I do have kids that watch this platform. And I am conscientious of that. As an adult platform, they shouldn't be watching it, but I am conscientious that I know that there are kids that watch it. So I try to keep the vulgarity, even though it's not going to be vulgarity free. Oh, hell no. But I try to keep the vulgarity down to a decent level. That's how I operate. But that's not for me to take that and say, okay, the MM2K quote, okay, let me throw it over the whole community. No. Exact late loss comment is perfectly representative of that, and I love it. I think it's the perfect comment to round off 2020 as this community starts to grow and we start to, get more educated on things like this. I love it. Shout out to, speaking of super chat, shout out to the homie, Eddie Player One. Hold on, let me move this out of the way because something's in my way, Eddie. I can't even see this. He says, say what? Did I blink and miss that 1K? Hey, Eddie, you can't boomerang it back to me yet. Eddie, here's the thing. You may have missed that part. It's not a full celebration yet. I'm looking, some numbers I was looking at, some crazy fluctuation of things. I got, I'm investigating, looking into it, to see what the hell's going on. But before we officially celebrate 1,000, we're just going to hold off on that celebration just yet. But in the interim, I was able to open super chat, so I opened the super chat. So I do appreciate it. Thank you so much, my good friend. And I did send you off properly. I apologize. I didn't mean to do it this late, because Project Storm. Hey, Eddie, I'm blaming Storm and Ray and Clive if they in the chat. I'm blaming them. We didn't give you a proper send-off, as far as being a permanent panel member, but I let everybody know that we definitely going to have you on the show when the opportunity presents itself, and I'll still be on your channel when the opportunity presents itself. But again, wanted to thank you again for all the hard work and that you've helped to elevate SSE to be as successful it is now. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you, my good friend. So congratulations to Eddie. Thank you so much. And yes, I did throw Clive, and I did throw Ray, and I did throw Storm under the bus. Oh, you see? Okay. He said, no worries. I'll be there for last show. Absolutely. Excellent. Excellent. We'll work everything out, my good friend. Thank you so much. And shout out to, and again, his link, Eddie Player One's link is still in the description. Definitely check out his content, y'all. Check him out. Great stuff. He got some changes coming to his channel as well. Check out his memberships and all other good stuff. Eddie Player One, of the best out there in the community. All right. So that was all I wanted to say on the community stuff. Let me see what the chat had to say. He says the MMA community can be extremely toxic, even surpassing the gaming community if you bring up an unpopular opinion. Yeah. Speaking of Eddie, he says, nah, all communities absolutely suck. Just Stadia matters. All other communities should dismantle and knee to the king. Bend the knee. Chase in the house says, SLS open mic at Stadia Dosage, send a DM your way. Oh, okay. All right, let me check it out. Hold on. Let me move this. Why is this? Damn, StreamYard, you got something in my way. Yep. Here we go. I want to put this up here too. Shout out to the homie shout out to the homie Chase. I put this out here to solidify what and I'm gonna do this too. To solidify what the homie Zach Laidlaw said. Why is it doing this? He says facts, 100%. Everyone views things from different lenses and viewpoints. Healthy discourse fosters knowledge and understanding. Happiness and being true to yourself. This really speaks to a lesson I learned over the past year, and it only hit home recently. Love the Zach Laidlaw. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think there's for those of you that are hip hop heads and y'all remember The Source. I grew up with this magazine called The Source. They used to have this thing called the hip hop quotable, where they would take what they thought was the snazziest rap lyric, you know, the rap verse or line or whatever, and put it in their magazine and say, okay, this is the hip hop quotable of the month. I think that if there was an equivalent to a hip hop quotable for anything that was said about the Stadia community, I think that's the hip hop quotable of 2020. I definitely do. You know, it's all about learning. And like I said, I ain't got the answer, Sway. I don't have all the answers. But what I can tell you from experience is that we can't take our thoughts and our processes and try to just blanket, just throw it over everybody else, you know, and say, oh, this is what you should do. And as our platform grows, when I say ours, I mean this platform that belongs to all of us, those behind the mic and those that are listening on the other end of the mic. We're going to get into everybody's welcome. I love all viewpoints, even those that don't like Stadia. Those that don't like Stadia, eventually we'll get them on Stadia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not my job to get you to like Stadia. It's just to present all the facts out there. But that's what this platform is about. I can promote what this platform is about, and if it's appealing to you to come on, you know, you can come on over here, listen to us along with whatever portfolio of other stuff that you listen to. But your opinions are welcome here. Now, another thing that I will say is that I don't like people that try to agitate in a negative way. And what I mean by that is people like Amanor, Cold Blood Sensei, they like to crap talk. You know what I'm saying? They like to talk crap or whatever, but it's all like in a jovial, joking manner. They've never gotten vulgar with anybody. They've never called anybody out of their name. They've never gone that far to disrupt or try to demean anybody. They've never done that. That's why they're welcome. I've had some people that hit my chat that tried to do that. That try to just demean the other people in the chat, that try to just give people an icky feeling. Those people had to be blocked. after being warned, because their goal was not light spirited or joking or whatever. It's okay to be self-deprecating a little bit and laugh at yourself a little bit, and that's why I let those entities in here. It's okay to have fun, but when you take the fun out of it and your job is just to insult and to really take the energy out of the chat, then you got to be removed. You'll be warned, but then you got to be removed. And we have had to do that. But I thank Chase so much for sharing that with us, because I think it's great. Shout out to the homie. Oh, Mara, you guys are just so good to me. Shout out to Christopher Torres. He says, congrats on the 1K. Keep on grinding. Hey, Chris, I appreciate it, good brother. We working. Look, the 1,000, we're not 100% sure yet. Again, some janky with you, we'll figure it out. We're not 100% sure yet. I'm looking at one set of numbers. I'm looking at something. No, I'm like, whoa, something ain't jiving, bro. Like before we sit there and, we all take a bow, because we got here together, y'all. Before we do that, I want to just double check and get this confirmation from YouTube. But Super Chats is open, so I open them up. I know, and crazy. If you're a content creator, we're going to do a lot more in guiding content creators with our experiences coming into 2021. Well, just stay tuned for that. But if you're a content creator, and Chase has spoken to this because the homie 6'4" has alluded to it. One of the worst things that you can do as a content creator to an audience is not supply them options. Some people are humble. They're just humble, good people. And they don't want anything out of anything. And I'll say that about my homie Chase. He don't want anything out of anything. But Chase had to learn, because 6'4" had the conversation with him. Hey, look, some people just want to give because they want in return for that announcement to occur. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. It's up to you. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to tell y'all to spend your money. That is not my job. But some people just love that interaction. And when you tell them I'm not going to do that, that tells them, you know what? I can't dig it. I've had people come to me on my other channel and just say, yo, MM2K, where's the super chat? I love your content, man. Where's your super chat at? I know you at 1,000. I'm like, bro, no, I'm not at 1,000. And they're like, what? Oh, well, all right. See you when you get to 1,000. And they left. They actually left. Because I wasn't at 1,000. It's crazy. The homie Eminor says, hey, MM2K, if I give you 50, would you take your shirt off like Rich tomorrow? Hey, look, yeah, I'll take my shirt off, but I'll still keep the camera off too. How about that? Hell no. And Stadia Talk says, yep, facts, MM, Stadia Dosage, yeah, yep. So I've literally had people tell me, MM2K, I like your content, but you ain't got no super chat. I can't rock with you. What? I'm like, well, and that's why y'all saw that I put let me back up a little bit. So if you hear me in my videos, we're gonna take the veil off a little bit, because I love being transparent where I can, because again, it's about helping and breed new talent. Because if it wasn't for Next Gen 720 doing that with me, I wouldn't be here. Like, I was out there trying to, just be in the game and just expecting to do this for fun. But I did want to be on the stage because I felt like I had something to say. And nobody was listening because not because what I was saying wasn't true, but a lot of people are in this for themselves. And they ain't trying to cultivate or help nobody. So they heard me. There's like, oh yeah, well, if you donate to our Patreon and give us $50, we'll play games with you. And if we like playing games with you, we might start making you a mod, but that'll be another $10 a month. And then if you become a mod and the people in the crowd like you, then we might bring you on the show in a year's time. So I'm like, yo, it's going down like that. But yeah, it's a grind and a hustle for a lot of people, and everything is money oriented to a lot of people. But Next Gen 720 wasn't like that, bro. All I did was I went in his DM and tried to defend somebody else. And he said, bro, well, forget about them. Why don't you rock out with us? And the rest is history. And I feel if I don't give back like that, then I'm doing it a disservice, because I was blessed and fortunate enough to have someone do that for me. So I get it's beyond me. It's not the power of me at all. Not at all. It's y'all. Y'all like what I'm saying, but without y'all liking what I'm saying, if y'all don't propel what I'm saying and put it up there, it's nothing. I could be talking all types of stuff. It doesn't matter without y'all. That's why I say we gotta, as a community, we gotta understand. Just because we're brave enough to get behind the mic, we are not better than y'all. Y'all ain't dumb. Y'all are not stupid. We gotta stop treating y'all like y'all stupid. Y'all know y'all are grown men and grown women, and y'all know what y'all want to do, and y'all know what y'all like. Now, there may be some things that you may not be informed on, and we can do our best to inform you. And if you're willing to be informed and have an open mind, we are here for you. But if you've made up your mind and you said, this is the way I'm going to go, that's what it is. And I'm not betting it ain't my job to lecture you. I have pleaded with people. Look, man, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to just let it go. That's what we're about over here in this wing. So if you can appreciate that, definitely we're going to welcome you with open arms. We don't do the finger wagging over here. Oh my goodness, this sneaky guy. I don't know. I might have to take this and let the FBI know about this, because I don't know where this came. No, I'm just joking. This is my homie, Ray Sherrod. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I think it's a crime. I've said this again. Ray, drop your link in the channel. I think it's a crime that this brother, he should be able to, I'm going to be honest with y'all. For all the love, and I'm not saying we ain't spread love here too, but all the love and support. I mean, this dude be in everybody's chat like it's his content. Y'all got to get, y'all, look, man, Ray Sherrod should be at 1,000 before I am. We got to do better, man. That's one. Now I'm pleading with you. Now I just got here and said I'm not going to wag the finger at you. Y'all know I'm a damn lie. You know I ain't got no integrity. Ray Sherrod should be at 1,000. He does great content. He works with so many people. Everybody loves having him on. Show him some support, man. He's on YouTube and he's on Twitch. Ray, I need you to drop your links below. Show so much. He's in every single chat. If somebody go live, he in both of their chat. Tapping with each hand. Make sure that you hit that like button. I think it's now that I'm going to say does put a stain on us when we get support, because I don't see nobody doing like that in any other community. I've seen people support, but then what they do is don't go and support their favorite podcaster and be everywhere with them or a couple of podcasters. This guy supports everybody. He supports everybody. See, this is the type of stuff that in 2021, I just can't stand to look at anymore. That's this platform. I'm saying too much. I know somebody, Storm or somebody's like, man, if this dude don't shut the hell up. I can't stand to see this anymore. I can't. I just can't. So please, Ray, drop your link. Everybody that's a mod, drop your link. There's some more followers. When I say that about Ray, that's not to discredit anybody else, but this guy be putting in the work. He be in everybody's chat. He should be at 1,000. I feel he should be at 1,000 right now. That's just me. Call me old and crazy, but thank you so much, Ray. I love you too, brother. Amanor says lunch sounds good. What you talking about? Type of lunch? But you gonna eat out of your PlayStation lunchbox? A shout out to okay, Eddie's. He said gotta go have lunch with what? Oh, okay, all right. I see you, Eddie. Check you out. Thank you so much for the support, brother. What else we got here? Got Ray Sherrod dropped his link. Please support Ray Sherrod. Chase said, yep, I said the same thing about Ray. Yeah, come on. Oh, hold on. What we got going on with Dre? Somebody said, congrats, Dre. Says, hi, everybody. Shout out to Dre. What happened with Dre? What he said, congrats. Oh, affiliation with Play Stadia. Oh, okay, that's dope, brother. Hey, Dre, are you a mod? Drop a link to that below. Let me see if Dre. No, he's not. I'm fixing that right now, brother. Drop a link to that affiliation, Play Stadia and Dutch. That's cool. We got viewers all over the world. Stadia Universe says, MM2K is the reason why I picked Stadia. His energy level is behind. Hey, Chariot Man, also Chariot Man too, man. Hey, look, Chariot Man is one of those brothers that I love talking to behind the scenes because he's full of great information, knowledge. Hey, y'all, check this out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay, all right, Chariot. To Chariot Man, aka Stadia Universe. Definitely check them out. Great content too. Drop your link below, man. Like I said, 2021, we're gonna do what we can. Oh, excuse me. We're gonna do what we can. It says receive the power. We're gonna do what we can. I guess that was a call for moderation. Sammy, you got it. You got it, Sammy. That was a call of moderation. There we go. Hold on, is Ray Sherrod is he not a mod on my channel? Is that why he couldn't drop his own link? I'm pretty sure Ray's a mod, right? Did I miss that? Oh, don't tell me I've created the cardinal sin. No, he's a mod. Oh, look at this. Oh, come on, hey Chase. Chase, come on, brother. Hey Chase, come on, man. Stop. Y'all not gonna make me cry live on air, man. Hey Chase. Shout out to my brother Chase. Keep bringing the fire. I'm trying. Chase, thank you so much, brother. I love you, man. Look, man. I want to say this, and I was saving this for the 1,000, when we could confirm that we had 1,000, but and nothing against anybody else that was out there. But Chase was the first staple in the community that took a chance on me. And Chase, I ain't lost that. That was not lost to me, man. Was the first dude to take a chance on me and say, look, we're gonna bring this dude in and see what he could do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so grateful of that because it's opportunities like that help this platform grow. And I'm not lost to that. So thank you so much, my good friend. And what y'all need to do, in reference to what I'm gonna put what Chase put here. Let me thank you so much, Chase. Here, let me do this real quick, and then I'm gonna go to what Chase said. Dre with the 10. Oh my goodness, thank you, Dre. Y'all are too good to me, man. Y'all are too damn good to me. Here's the thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are not gonna make me cry, man. Hey, look. Stop it, damn it, stop it. When Chase says that one thing that people have different viewpoints and it's something that we learned over the years, we all had to learn it, man. We all had to learn. We know that during the middle of the year, opinions were kind of tense. What me and Chase was trying to do was we were trying to show our diversity of thought and show you how to do it. And we was on the staunchest sides of different opinions, and we just go in and, do these threads and stuff and then have our shows. And then there was the one TSI, we went up there and I told my brother Chase, I said, brother, there ain't no need to apologize. You feel how you feel, and people want you. They want to hear your voice. And he was so right about advocacy. Like what people. Hopefully, I'm not doing what Chase does a disjustice. So, Chase, help me where I go wrong with this. Chase is advocating for Stadia to be a 1v1 match versus PlayStation or Xbox. Now, even though we may feel that Stadia is not there yet and that's not their goal, ultimately, that's where they need to go. Oh, y'all are killing me, man. Hey, JXR, come on, homie. Y'all killing me right now. Shout out to the homie JXR. Don't make, hey, look, hey, JXR's trying to make me cry here. JXR's trying to make me cry live on stage so he can clown me on Twitter. Hey, Jay, we got to get together and hit the summit, bro. That was my bad. You did send me the invite, and I couldn't make it because my wife, y'all wouldn't believe my wife had me when it was cold outside, had me working in like the yard. I don't even want to get into it, but JXR, we're going to do that summit. And JXR, here, let's do this, brother. You should be a mod. Are you a mod? Oh, Lee, I'm guilty. No, you're a mod. JXR, drop the link. JXR does some killer content. I didn't realize this brother is together, man. We'll wrap in 20. We're just gonna be some conversations had in 2021, man. We're gonna right some wrongs. We're gonna help put light where it needs to be. But JXR, thank you so much for that, good brother. Please drop a link to your chat. I mean, to all of it. I know you're on multiple platforms. Put all that stuff there. Put all that ish in there. I went by one of his caffeine, and I don't think you're on caffeine anymore, right? I said, man, this is dope. This brother is fly. I said, this stuff, the thumbnails, the whole outfit is just killer, man. He's putting in a lot of work. So definitely drop a link to all your stuff below, man. I really want, again, we're going to fix some things in 2021, man. We're going to definitely, again, make sure that things are good. 2020 was great. We're going to do our best job to make them even better. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to JXR. Thank you for that, my good friend. I appreciate it. This fool. What am I going to do with this fool? Elbanor says, if they want bigger numbers, they need to show love to consoles. I can't stand this fool. Elbanor, I can't stand you, brother. I love you, but I can't stand you. Oh, man. No, to finish off what Chase has said, me and Chase, we were on opposite sides of things. We were on the same sides of things. We were trying to show the community how to have reasonable discourse. And I told Chase, I was like, brother, you speak your truth. The people want you. That's your wing. That's your lane. I ain't got to agree with what you say, or anybody ain't got to agree with it. It is desire. And the proof is in the pudding. Go to Chase's Discord. Woo! Woo! Pop in. You talking about popping? It's popping. The first half of Stadia Saturday Evolution, there's a reason why we wanted to tag it together. We wanted to give you the 1-2 punch. And it wasn't about we preaching to the choir. Chase is saying the same thing that we going to say at 11. It ain't about that. Chase is coming at it from a perspective. I'm getting back to it, Chase. My bad. Chase is coming from it at a perspective to where, look, you're asking people to pay money. You're asking people to pay $60, just like you asking them to pay $60 on PlayStation and Xbox. You ain't saying, hey, look, because we brand new, here goes our introductory price of $30. No, you asking us to pay $60, maybe even $70 at one time, like everybody got to pay everywhere else. I'm judging you against your productivity as getting closer to the big dogs, because ultimately that's where you got to go. So his advocacy is for those that want to see this platform grow, which is Stadia. Are they making the right trends? Are they making the right moves? Now, I may be happy with something, and he may not be happy with it at a judgment level. When I say happy, he's not talking about Chase the gamer, he's talking about Chase the advocate. Because there is a wing of the Stadia community that want this thing to be on the level of PlayStation and Xbox. Just because we recognize what it is now doesn't mean that you still don't hold a litmus to it for what you want it to be down the road. I look at it as now, he's looking at it down the road. There are people that want that type of content, including myself. That's Chase's lane. It is not my job to throw the MM2K blanket and say, no, Chase, just focus on the here and now. No, that's not what he's doing. And me putting him in a box is undermining the message that he has, which is important because it keeps the fire lit under Stadia's feet. And it also services a wing that is bigger and important to me. The community is important, more important than I am. It's more important than just one single content creator. So that's why we have the Stadia Super Saturday. Or I'm sorry, the Stadia Saturday Evolution. I'm thinking the Stadia. I want another Stadia Super Saturday. Stadia Saturday Evolution. It's to give you sometimes different focal points, sometimes conjoining focal points on what's to be said. But we got to respect each other's diversity of thought. We got to do that. So if I butchered that in any way, Chase, he says here, in the future, yes, but also to advocate the pros and cons of each service because it helps consumers look and make their own purchasing decisions. As you always say, it isn't about us. Absolutely. Thank you for correcting me and add more where I left gaps. Thank you. The homie Heath Stevens says, M2K, what is it with these Xbox guys forgot that the community is more important than myself? Yeah, Heath. One thing I will say to y'all, and I hardly touched on much of my content, but because y'all trying to make me cry live on stage. But one thing I will say is that part of the content creation is going to be the content creation boost that you're going to see out of this platform is me doing a lot more content on my general channel. And Keith, we're going to talk about that, man. We got to talk about it because the beginning, like for people like, I know I keep throwing Chase in there. Chase is like, man, if you don't keep my name out your mouth, for people like Chase, what Xbox has been able to produce has been idealistic and perfect for him, for his user case. For other people that were looking for other things, it's been the complete opposite. So we got to talk about that. And there's been a reckoning. And trust me, I'm talking to a lot of your favorite YouTubers. I'm not going to name names, but a lot of them are like, wow, this is unbelievable. I can't believe that we're here. And I've said it before. I've said you're here because you don't like the you don't like the fire under anybody's feet. And that's the danger of, people that may look at the here and now of this thing, saying, you know what, everything should be positive about Stadia. Everything should always be positive. That's the danger of that. You should never, as a man, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, and this may sound crude or cruel. And I love the people at Google. I love them dearly. They've been so kind to me when we have had are very infrequent. I don't want y'all to think that I'm sitting there on the phone with these mugs. Hey, yo, Grace, what's going on? No. But the infrequent, interactions, like, when Grace the other day was on doing her stream, when we was like, everybody shows support. They've always been so kind, so courteous to me, But at the end of the day, this is a Fortune 500 company. And you never want to let a Fortune 500 company say, you know what, everything is fine. You never do that. Because with the way that the market is, a Fortune 500 company's job is to extrapolate as much as they can while doing so with the least amount as possible. Now, with Stadia, they have some pretty big and lofty dreams. So even at that, they're going to give a lot. But if we can squeeze out a little bit more, because we're like, nah, y'all can do a little bit more. If we can squeeze out a little bit more, why not say so? Just do it within reason, within facts and being factual about it. But if we can, you can churn out a little bit more. You can do a little bit better. You never tell a Fortune 500 company, what, everything's, you are 1,000% okay. Never do it. As someone that has been in those boardrooms, that has handled major acquisitions and things like that for a Fortune 500 company, you never want to tell a Fortune 500 company everything that you're doing is fine. You always leave that window, that gap open to say, look, maybe you could do a little bit more. You're doing a great job, but we want more. You know what I'm saying? But there's more that you could provide us. I've always found that to be the best interaction when, as a consumer, dealing with a Fortune 500 company. Because as a Fortune 500 company, their job is to leverage you for the investor. Now, again, in leveraging you, they may actually want to give you some quality stuff. Like Stadia, what they're imagining with Stadia is some quality things. But who's to say 2 or 3 years down the road, something happens and they're like, we're going to cut all this off. We're going to cut. Oh, man, you know what? This is getting out of control. First and foremost, shout out to the homie Chris. Road to MM2K subs. Thank you so much. Congrats, my guy. I love you guys. Thank y'all. Y'all are too much, man. Y'all are way too much. And then the homie Chase again, man. Chase, stop, man. You know what? Round it to 100 and do it live. Agreed. MMM, you can never let a company stand still. You always want the best out of a company within reason. There are always pros and cons, and there are pros and there's always cons. Absolutely. Chase, don't have your wife come after me. No, shout out to my brother Chase. And I'm going to give it to you tenfold. Let's get a Chase. Drop a link to your channel as well. Come on, brother. We're going to get you to 1,000 too, man. We're going to get you all. We're going to get you there. Like I said, 2021 is going to be the year, man. 2020, we're going to do what we can. 2021 is going to be the year. But that's why, and I underscored that because, again, Chase and I were trying to show you guys how you can disagree and be disagreeable. And that is important. You got to be able to have conversations and discussions. Now, I get it. Some people may not want to have the conversations and discussions. Just walk on by. Walk on by. Walk on by. But you got to allow the conversations and discussions to happen. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to pat myself. I've been in the boardrooms, believe it or not. I didn't go to work talking like this. Hell no. I've been in the boardrooms. A Fortune 500 company's wish list is to give you what they can, give you enough of what they can to hook you, to leverage you for the investor. All of them. Not to say what they're trying to hook you with isn't quality. Stadia that's a big lofty goal that's going to change gaming. If it stays, if it works and it goes through the pipeline that Google has presented to us and all the lofty ideas they've talked about, if all that things come to fruition, oh my God, it's going to change gaming forever. And we're going to love them for it. But things can change. Leadership changes. Board members change. You know what that lofty idea that y'all were talking about 2 years ago? Well, we see that Amazon is doing good with just, having stuff in the cloud, not really doing anything too lofty. Why don't we just be more like them and make money? Do we think we can get away with that? Well, everybody's saying that everything that we're doing is great, so yeah, I think we can get away with it. You see what I'm saying? Never do that. Always give kudos when they're doing well. Give kudos when they're doing well, but make them aware that they have to always answer to the people. And my brother Amunor, y'all are just crazy, man. Y'all are killing me today. Y'all are killing me today. My brother Amunor, he says, hey, Chase is trying to outdo me. I don't like that. I'm having a blast with my PlayStation 5. Y'all are killing me. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Amunor. Thank you, man. And thank you for sticking with us too, Amunor. I know at first, what people got to understand is that they see a lot of the stadiums going out there and quickly responding to stuff. And that's after months and months of verbal abuse. Of being told you're stupid, you're idiotic, you're dumb. This is going to die and all that other stuff. And some people are the type that when they like, no, we got a game plan. We're going to get to that end zone. We're going to score. And some people, when they get to that end zone and they score, they just, clap and say, oh, I scored. That's great. That is great for y'all. There are some that want to do their little dance. That's fine. Now, for those that want to strip and get butt naked with nothing but their helmet and their party socks on, yeah, that's for us to, as a community, collectively say, no, you're going too far. But if you just want to swap the shoulders and floss a little bit, that's okay. And what you're seeing is a little bit of flossing right now because people said that this thing was going to die. And I also agree with something that Zach Laidlaw said in this thread. I can't find it. And I don't want to take up too much time because it's supposed to be about y'all. But Zach said, because somebody had responded, well, there's too much flossing. And Zach was like, no, strength is in numbers. When somebody that is prominent says something negative, not just negative, but wrong about Stadia, it takes a group within numbers to proceed and overwrite that and say, no, this person is just making this up. So strength operates in numbers. So if you see a whole bunch of people responding to something and nobody's getting vulgar or getting crazy, it's like I said, the conversations have to be had. Just walk on by. Just walk on by. The conversations have to be had. Just like the conversations of making sure that we keep the feet under the fire of the Fortune 500 company, say that fast 5 times, have to be had. As I illustrated talking about what Chase does with his advocacy, the conversations about people correcting the wrongs of things being said or that were cascaded by these entities, strength works in numbers. And that's what Zach Laidlaw was saying in that thread, and it's so right. Strength works in numbers. If you don't want to have that conversation, what do we say? Walk on by. Who sung that song? I think that was it. Was that an 80s song or a 90s song? Walk on by. I think it was like a house. For those of y'all that know what house music was, I'm telling my age. House music. We'll find out what that song was. But thank you, Amunor. And that's what a lot of people don't realize is that when Amunor first hit the scene, it wasn't the flossing. It was in the angst type of state. Anybody saying, there was that. And I said, no, y'all, chill. Y'all, we got to learn how to coexist with people that don't like what we like, as long as they don't go too far off the Richter. Because at some point in time, they're going to understand the diversity of the Stadia community. And they're like, this ain't so bad. Maybe I still prefer PlayStation 5 and Xbox, but I'll be willing to give Stadia a try. And that's what we were able to do with Amunor. He going to probably breathe his last breath, clutching his PlayStation 5 and his Xbox Series X with all their yield problems. It keeps shutting off on me, but I love it. I'm just messing with you, Amador. But you see what I'm saying? If we would have shut him out, what would have been Amador's perspective on this community then? And that's why I say this community, this wing of the community, is not about just attacking people. That's not what we try to inspire here. We inspire diversity of thought. People that don't agree with the platform. It's just that if you say something that's off keister or is wrong, we're just going to correct it. And with Amador, we learn to balance our responses, and we just correct wrongs or if it even needs addressing. But out there in the Twitterverse, there are a lot of people that are cascading a lot of wrong people. And yes, the power of numbers is true. And if you can get people in numbers to block off that stuff, that's impactful. It helps out people like Squid and Bippity Bop, who believe that stuff, but came onto the platform later after they finally were shown the correct information. So definitely, we got to understand the importance of having those conversations across the board. All right. Thank you so much, Amador. Only got a few more moments. And I want to say this, y'all. If y'all are hyped for Cyberpunk 2077, let us know in the chat. If you're hyped for it, type 1. If you're not hyped for it, type 2. And whether it's 1 or 2, just put 1 dash. Just put 1 or 2 if you're hyped. And if you want to elaborate why you're hyped for it, feel free to do so. But what I want to do here, before I go, y'all gonna make me cry. Is here goes the thread. I didn't have enough time, but Zach killed it, man. Shout out to Zach Laidlaw, man. Shout out to Zach Laidlaw. All right, I want to show y'all this too. If y'all probably weren't aware of this, but the PNTS network, we got a lot of content that we're promoting right now. We're going to really redo the platform, but there's still a lot of great stuff in there. There is a Stadia Dosage channel that has to be updated and all that other stuff, but it's mainly everything on our front page right now that you want to pay attention to. So as your favorite PNTS content creator goes out there and puts something out there, it becomes live on the website immediately. Like you'll be able to see right now. Let me see here. And you guys can leave Yappa comments, suggestions, all that stuff out here, and for us to read live on air, whatever the case may be. You can say, look, this is for SML or whatever. But I want to show y'all this, something that a lot of people don't realize that we have. We have a gamer feed. If you got them, I'm going to drop the link to the gamer feed right now. The poll, Charles, is who's excited for Cyberpunk? So if you want, what we've done is we've collaborated and got feeds on all of the latest and greatest gaming news for everything. This is a hell of a feed. And a lot of people just come to our website because there's no other feed out there like this. Like we've really, worked our keisters off to get this feed together. So all of the latest and greatest gaming news, that's the link to the feed. Go to that channel. And you can check out our gaming feed, how to create and customize your character in Cyberpunk, best gaming motherboards, Wi-Fi adapters, more stuff on Cyberpunk, GTA 5's new KO heist. I mean, we just got the latest and greatest on gaming news all together. So if you're interested in that stuff, definitely check out our feed. And with that said, y'all, wow, this was a hell of an open mic, man. Thank y'all so much for what y'all have done to propel this platform. I love you guys a lot. I couldn't do this without you. And in 2021, the platform is really going to be more about you. So Dr. Spaceman says, I got it twice. I'm going to just go through these chats real quick. Thank you so much. He got it. D on someone. 1.5. Chris is like 1.5. Zogic is 1. Hell Monkey is 2. You're not excited, Hell Monkey? I can dig it. Rick Tone said his day and date On Stadia, dream come true, baby. Absolutely. Sammy on Stadia is like, I ain't digging it. I can feel it. I can feel you. Rick Tone 1, Raven Anime, Christopher Torres says, wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. They will take my consoles away from my cold, bloody hands. Oh, all right. He says, not only YYMT, but here's the Twitter. And Heath Stevens says, I'm friends with many people that don't think or game like me. I dig it. Charles says, is there anyone else in gaming communities Discord? If so, has anyone noticed anything different in regards to Stadia Cloud gaming? And the love is definitely in the air. I thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank y'all for all your support. And trust me, this is not going to just go to the wayside. We got some big things coming. Some big things aligned for this channel. And I just can't wait. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for everything that you've done. I love you guys. I will see you on the flip side. And don't forget too, the Stadia Dosage stream channel. Just look up Stadia Dosage streams. We stream games there. When I come back this afternoon, I'm going to stream something. I might even try Outcasters for the first time. Yes, I might try Outcasters. So definitely check us out there. And Nightbot just put it up there. That's our new stream site. Go to our stream site and check out our game streams. Sign up if you haven't already. All right. And with that said, thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.